everyone, and welcome back to the Today Show Detroit. I am Zach Damon, here with Leslyn Angel, the president and CEO of MIUCP, or United Cerebral Palsy. So excited with everything that she's been touching on: assistive technology, employment, the quick ramps for kids. Sorry, that's a mouthful. And wonderful things that you guys are doing. So many great resources, but I wanted to know too, because you touched on it a little bit earlier in the episode, and I wanted to know a little bit more. But of course, the pandemic has changed our world in so many ways, and people with disabilities have also, had to adapt and press on. Can you share a bit about what MIUCP has done to adapt during the pandemic?
Well, one of the things that we have made sure of is that the services that we provide are uninterrupted. And so we made it a point to make sure, a year and a half ago when all of this started, that our staff had remote access. We were able to really make a fairly easy shift in making sure that what we were doing went uninterrupted. But we've also recognized that in an effort to close that disability divide, that assistive technology is a really critical piece of that. And so we were able to increase the things that we were doing with our Bellows Fund by providing laptops and other things to people. We implemented some new programming through, we used to do an assistive technology conference, a big conference where we would have speakers, and so we paused and said, hey, we can still do this through Zoom and other technology. We are now doing a monthly assistive technology talks where we have a variety of different speakers across the state. That's held on the second Thursday of every month. And in addition to that, we also started a lunchtime chat, and our lunchtime chat provides information and resources on a variety of different topics outside of technology that people with disabilities or families may be interested on. Actually on October 1st, for the lunchtime chats, we have someone, a parent advocate, talking about advocating for your child through the educational system. And then on the 14th, we have Michael Bray from Wayne State Developmental Disabilities Institute doing our AT talks, and he's going to be talking about autonomous vehicles and what autonomous vehicles means for people with disabilities. So we've definitely tried to really make that shift and to make sure that we're still connecting with people in any way that we can possibly connect with them. I know our parent advocate, Kathy, she's done a lot of Zoom meetings with parents and school districts, and so we've made sure that we've been able to pivot and keep that connection with families and individuals.
Well, absolutely, Leslyn. And just know you're not trying, you're doing. And all the great things that MIUCP is doing to help everyone with those resources to continue to press forward and build during this pivotal time in our world is just amazing. And yeah, being the Motor City, talking about, the autonomous vehicles, just amazing stuff. And of course, that is also only going to become more prevalent as well. So definitely on the cutting edge there for sure. And, I wanted to know too, as president and CEO, what are the future goals and plans for MIUCP going forward?
Well, our goal, one of our goals is to empower, of course, our mission, all people with disabilities, and help to close that disability divide. We know that there are a lot of challenges and a lot of barriers for people with disabilities when we look at employment and being able to earn a living wage. When we look at, those who are receiving Social Security benefits and some of the inequalities there. So when we look at, legislation and fighting for equal access, right now looking at SSI and Social Security and fighting for some adjustments for that, so that people with disabilities can have the freedom to get married and not have the fear of losing income. Looking at things like the ABLE Act, which allows people to save money, working to expand that so that it includes a higher age level. But one of the other big things that we're really focusing on is we're looking at potentially becoming a community development financial institution, because we know that in order to become empowered and to move forward and to grow, we have to support people with disabilities in building wealth. And so one of the things that we're doing, and we're just starting the process, it's a really exciting process, is looking at becoming a certified community development financial institution, so that we can look at other ways to put dollars into the hands of people with disabilities, to help empower them.
Well, absolutely. And I completely agree with you. I think that that is very, very important. And of course, as of 2018, I mean, the disability population and consumers, they contributed over 1.9 billion to the American economy. And hey, billion with a B, that's nothing to, turn your face away at, folks. So absolutely, I completely agree with you. And of course, yeah, building, that equity and knowing those tools is extremely important. So amazing, amazing stuff. And thank you to you, Leslyn, for really understanding how important it is to have those types of things on the forefront of thought, not only in our community in Michigan, but on the disability spectrum as a whole. So a lot of great things. Folks, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have more with Leslyn.